Hi, it is Demo Donna here, and I am going to be teaching you how simple it is to create your very own magic slider card. Once you learn the foundation of how to create this card, you can have a lot of fun creating your own sizes, different wonderful stamps you can use. I have a link to a kit to get this kit to make 2 of these cards. So go ahead and check that out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Here are all of the supplies that you're going to be receiving in your kit, enough to make 2 of the magic slider cards. To trim my white piece of cardstock, I am simply going to go ahead and put it at 3.5 and trim my piece here. So now that is good to go. I can set that aside. You can do this to both of your white cardstocks. Next, I'm going to take my pre-colored sunflower now, and using this, I am going to go ahead and mark on both sides. And this is 3.5 inches as well. So now that I have that marked, I'm going to trim off my edges. So I'm going to trim my first one, and then my second one should be up to 3.5 inches. There we go. And now you can go ahead and erase your little marks. And now I have 2 3.5 by 5.5 pieces. I'm just going to take a strip of my red liner tape, and I am using an 1/8 inch strip. I'm just going to do that right across the top. Trim that. So now I have a piece of my red liner tape right on the top of my colored sunflower. And I color my sunflowers with alcohol markers. You can use watercolor, anything that makes you happy. Okay, I am going to go ahead and remove the backing. I'm going to take my piece of acetate. Don't let it stick to the top yet. So I'm going to hold that above while I line these up. So when I am happy with the placement, I'm going to go ahead and drop that down, and then apply some pressure to make sure that's nice and adhered. Now you can take your scissors and trim off the excess. And I have a little hanging over here too, so I'm just going to give it a little trim. And now that is exactly lined up. Next, you are going to take your 1 inch by 3.5 inch and fold that down on the score line. So apply your red liner tape, trim the edges, and repeat on the opposite side. Okay, so now I have my red liner tape on the top and the bottom. Go ahead and make sure that is pushed in. I'm going to remove the side closest to me first. Fold that down a little bit. Line that up. Push that down. So I have my little black handle here, and it's secured on the back. The top part as well. Fold that over and push that down. Now I have a nice little handle for my card. Next, I am gonna take my blue card base, and if you want to recreate this, what I did to do this is I folded my card base I scored it in half, and then I scored a 1/2 inch from each end, and then I picked out a nice die to frame the inside of my card. The next step that you're gonna do is you are gonna take that plain white cardstock, and just place that inside of your card. I'm gonna take my red liner tape again, and I'm gonna place a strip on the inside flap. Use your fingernail tool to peel the backing off. And then I'm gonna go ahead, center that again. There we go. And then take this piece on the score line, fold it over, and place down. So now your card base looks like this. So you just adhered that side to the white cardstock. Next, what I'm gonna do is fold this over on the score line, place a piece of red liner tape here, trim off the excess, and now I'm going to go ahead and remove the backing. So that second flap, you're going to go ahead and place your red liner tape on that inside fold. Remove the backing, peel that up, and now I'm going to want to layer this evenly right on top. I'm going to start on one end, the top, and then drop that down. And it will bow a little bit. Your card will bow a little bit like that, but that's okay, we want that. Now that you have completed your frame, you've completed your card base, I'm gonna take the pre-cut black frame, and I'm just gonna add some craft glue all around the edge of my black frame here. And then I am going to place it right over here. And since this is wet adhesive, you have a few seconds to move it around. And that'll be dry pretty quickly. Okay, next you can just take your sunflower, glue those together and place them on. Or if you want to add a little antiquing, really simply, I'm going to take my little craft mat here, add a little distress ink, just get some ink on my little brush here, and I'm just going to do a little bit around the edges of my sunflower, and I'm just doing a circular motion and moving my sunflower around. There we go. Add a little craft glue in the center or a dimensional dot. Place that down. Give it a second to dry. And then I always like to add a little dimension with my flowers, so use your finger tools to kind of curl up your flowers there. I'm going to apply some more craft glue. There we go. Place that down. And now we've got the front of our card completed. You can always go in and add some bling. You are going to separate the acetate from the cardstock. And you are going to place that white piece of cardstock that you put inside of your card between the two of them. Then you're going to slide that down. And here is the fun part. Woo! Now you have created a magic slider card. So I will attach the link and you can receive the materials to make 2 of these cards by just clicking on the link, or you can have fun and create your own magic slider card. Really simple to do once you have the base of the foundation. Thank you so much for joining me and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.